Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to cheese ohm today. Here's my setup that gives me a ton of brews for all sorts of mistakes, but ideally whenever you do this strategy you're not going to take any damage. So you'll see I've only got the Elder Maul for the weapon, whatever high hitting slower weapon, because we're going to be doing 1 to 0 for the melee hand. Minimize my switches because I'm bad. So you got a mage switch, I'm using the shadow. For 2 to 0 for the mage hand, you can use an IAC or even a Trident and do 3-0. And then you've got the Bofa. The DHCB or Twisted Bow would be better, but we're going to do the Bofa for, I guess we'll call it 2-0 head phase. I don't know what the actual strat is called, but it's something I figured out from being bad. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to try to do the detached camera and go in. So we've got 2 stamina potions because we're going to be running a lot. Yeah, let's give it a go. Oh man. You want to preserve some run, do a control click. Control click walk in. And you just look in whenever his head turns. And true tile is super important for this. Just going between these 2 tiles, right? So you can just run him. He's not gonna ever attack. So this is how I would do CM super early. So this one is not a CM, but I did CMs earlier than most by just doing this super cheese method. See, haven't used any brews yet, even though there's been a good bit of mistakes. About to have to take my first stamina sip. So let's do a all. Gives you plenty of idle clicks whenever you're running back here. Just sip potions or to heal up. So even if you don't do this for the whole thing, you can do it for... I wonder if I wasn't overloaded the whole time. That'd be embarrassing. Clicking 1 potion every time I go back. Super cheesy, super low APM. Not even using F keys right now. I'm just using my mouse hotkeys. Boom. Phase 1 is down. preserve more run by trying to just double click these. Take a damage there. So this one is melee, or sorry, is flame phase is what I was trying to say. Hit there. Okay. Take stamina. A little sloppy here. Ooh. So normally whenever you hit a 0, you'd have to run all over to the other side, but since I've got the thrall out, the thrall's going to do damage and turn the head. But if you notice that when you're doing this, that his head goes to the middle, it doesn't turn for you, because you hit a 0. Okay, so there's a lot of room for error in here. Turn. And normally for flame phase, you would have to do flame skipping. This, you don't have to worry about it. So even whenever I was learning 4-to-1 melee hand and doing the flame skip, sometimes whenever I got flame phase, I would just do 1-0. And that's what this technique is, 1-0. 1 hit for every 0 hits for home. Getting out of cycle is not the worst in the world. You're still moving around enough where you're not going to take a flame wall. This is phase 3. We're going to start on melee hand this time. Oh man. Oh. Even if you don't have prayer, not a big deal. No prayer needed. So I'm just going to slowly, as I go, eat up. I should be using a thrall. Get the melee hand down first, all the way down to 1 hit away, and then we're gonna go transition straight. Oh. Transition over to Mage 2-0. And I'll show you an easy way to do the transition. So I'm just going to run all the way to the other side. This side gives you plenty of time. Oh. If I did not have a throw out, it wouldn't have turned. It would have gone to the middle. So far I've made a lot of mistakes and only really used 1 brew. So you want the melee hand to die first, because the melee hand has a heal special. And you can get stuck in a spot where you... Okay, boom. Turn. Boom, he's dead. And that one's dead. So now for what I call 2-0, I guess. I've never seen people do it this way, but whenever I was learning, I was just taking a lot of damage on head phase. And you still hit some falling rocks. But all I do is go to one side, then hit on these middle 2 blocks. Over, get him to turn his head. And the only damage you'll take is from the falling rocks, which I don't even bother trying to avoid. Just normal running. Pop out a throw. Again, I'm not even using F keys. I'm stroking my beard with the other hand. Totally brain dead. Click, click. Already got him at half health. With the DHCB is me to be spending some ruby specs. You can take some damage there. Redemption does not completely protect you from getting stacked out. You can take 2 stones at the same time, but it does reduce your chance of getting killed. Especially whenever you're overloading. So when you're overloading is when True Tile is going to be super useful because it'll stall your run animation. So if you have your True Tile enabled, you'll be able to see where your character actually is. And even if this is a much slower way to do cocks, it is super cheesy, and if you're going for those perfect cocks achievements, this is the easy way to get them. Alright. Let's see if we can score a purple. Gotta do the dramatic walk-in. Yeah, it's a white light. Torn brush scroll though. Alright. Hopefully this helps some people who are still learning cocks, haven't done a solo yet, and are trying to look on how to reduce their supplies. For that whole thing, we use 1 stamina, so 5 doses of stamina, 2 brews, and 1.5 super restores. So minimal supplies. You could have brought in a ton of switches to speed it up. Yeah, hope that helps.